What is up, everybody? Today we got another War Within beta gameplay video, or just review video here, trying to find which healers you should be playing in the next expansion here. So today we're going to be talking about Preservation Evoker. I did already make Wrestle Druid, Disc Priest, and Holy Paladin videos. If you do want to check any of those out, check out the channel for those videos. But so Preservation Evoker today we're talking about. This healer is solid right now. Okay, in my books we got I think Preservation or Wrestle Druid, HPAL, and Preservation are the top 3 healers so far that I've played and seen in that order, I would say as well. Maybe even Preservation and HPAL kind of on the same par, but I think Wrestle Druid might be a little bit better than everybody. But this is a super solid healer to pick up here, and I'm just gonna go over what's changed, which really isn't much. So in the talent trees, the biggest change you're gonna see is Life Spark here. So this is the Season 1 and Season 4 tier set that you had in Dragonflight that is now in the tree, so you get that instant cast Living Flame. Outside of that, they just kind of move some of these stuff around. So like Life Giver's Flame and Life Force Mender used to be here, and then they kind of just swapped those out, and then they put some of this AoE PV talents down here. I know they buffed Dreamflight. I just don't think people are going to take it. These other talents are just too important. Grace Period and Stasis. So that's all that's changed here. The spec tree or class tree didn't change at all, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, not that I know of. I don't think anything's changed. Oh, they added Spatial Paradox down here, but I don't think you're going to play it. Most people don't even play Time Spiral here, but I just had an extra point there. I don't know what else. But anyway, hero talents, you have Chrono Warden and Flame Shaper. Chrono Warden is a time-focused one with AUG, and the Flame Shaper is obviously with the Devastation mix. I'll make it easy for you. Chrono Warden is easier to play and better. This is kind of like the philosophy that seems to go around in Blizzard with a lot of specs, is there's specs that do the same thing, but one is more complicated and gives you a lesser result. So why are you going to play it? That's kind of what's going on here. Flame Shaper has an engulf, so basically you engulf your hots and dots to like burst damage or burst healing. It's overcomplicated, or it makes it more complicated, and it's not as good. So I'm not going to go through and reading all of these. You can look this stuff up on your own on Wowhead, but I'm just going to give you the gist of it. Flame Shaper, like I said, you do your dots and hots and you engulf them and do burst damage or healing. Chrono Warden, it just makes your Living Flame stronger. Plain and simple. And some of the other benefits of Chrono Warden are your hover becomes a blink. So whenever you press hover, it does a little blink, which is cool, and then into your hover. And then also there's a talent that gives you a damage reduction. So you get 20% damage reduction for 3 seconds after using it, which is really nice. Or you can opt to getting like a little speed boost behind you, but PvP 20% damage reduction is definitely better. And then other than that, there's some like time stuff that just gives you passive healing and damage that you don't really have to think about. But the other cool stuff here is Spirit Plume also has a hot now that for 30% of the total damage is done, and it gives you haste for every hot you have active. So for example here, there's these 2 guys here. Hopefully they're in a duel. It's not going to heal them, is it? But you'll get the point. So if I triple charge these and I heal all 3 of these guys, it would give me 3 charges of this primacy, and I would get 9% haste, which is really nice to have. Other than that, that's about it. And then you also, the capstone is your empowered spells shoot little chrono flames at your targets. If I Fire Breath, does it shoot healer one? Does it heal too? No. So like, but if I do Dream Breath here, you'll see it shoot a little flame at him. So yeah, just more passive and healing. It's kind of like the gist with a lot of these hero talents. It's just more passive healing and damage. But Chrono Warden is going to be the go-to unless there's some serious tuning on Flame Shaper. The damage and healing of Chrono Warden is just ridiculous. Like Living Flame is just chunking people, and it's also doing a crazy amount of healing as well. In terms of gameplay, I'm just gonna play this in the background. This was just a solo shuffle lobby. It was really hard for me to get really quality content on the beta because a lot of people were just testing stuff, and then they may have never played the class ever, and they're just trying it out. So kind of not the best gameplay from their end, and also a ton of people leave, man. So there's a little blink there into Sleepwalk here. And if you are concerned about or questioning the pacing, so I did make a video previously talking about the pacing of the game. The pacing is really slow in the beginning of a lot of these matches. It does ramp up pretty quickly. And again, like these DPS, like this Fury Warrior, as you see on the meters, is doing pretty much nothing. So, but I'm doing as much damage as my DPS. Oh, this red actually DC'd there. But gist of it is the gameplay is literally exactly the same. Maybe I was prioritizing Spirit Plume a little bit more than I was previously, just because of the haste and the hot is actually really powerful to have. But the damage is the same, the healing's the same, the cooldowns are the same, everything is exactly the same. You just have some nice more defense or passives on top of everything. But like I was talking about, the damage potential on the output is extremely high. So obviously this guy was DC'd and I didn't have to heal, but I'm able to kind of put out the same damage as my DPS. 450k DPS is crazy. The only thing that I can compete with that is a Resto Druid. So if you are looking for a healer that's going to do damage, I think Evoker and Druid and Preservation Evoker are going to be your picks. I'm still kind of near myself of what am I going to play as my second healer. Right now it's between Arsham. I'm still not set. Arsham, Preservation, and HPAL. HPAL is really fun, but the damage potential like is not that great. So I'm kind of on the edge there, and same with Arsham. Arsham damage seemed pretty nice as well. I'm gonna make a video on that one next. But that's kind of it for today. If you guys do have any questions on Evoker, you're thinking about, you know, have a specific question about it, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.